So it's interesting that my presentation follows that of Professor Lee's. He's speaking from the perspective of a very important, strategically critical city-state, Singapore, a state within a city. So here, I'm going to talk about a city within a city in Hangzhou. Well, the inspiration of Innova City, and especially the strategy of how to build an ecosystem around it, actually come from our, the activities that we're in the middle of right now. Our early ecosystem success with blockchain. So we have done what back in 2014 when we first began to be engaged in blockchain. We have come up with a very clear strategy of identifying the key nodes of the ecosystem and then work on one node after another until we have a comprehensive one. So this not only has benefits for us to establish leadership in the blockchain ecosystem in China and worldwide, but also it actually what we have been able to achieve helps promote the blockchain ecosystem, the vibrant blockchain community in China. So we began with the Wanxiang Blockchain Labs, and we, based on that, we proceed to build technical strength, working on distributed business solutions in supply chain finance and in industrial provenance, among many others. Then we pursue investment and industry contributions, and now we have come to the ultimate landing zone of blockchain as an important element of the enabling data infrastructure in Innova City. So looking back on how we get to where we are in blockchain, we formulate a broader innovation strategy. So basically 3 key points. One is an alertness to synergy. Synergy between industry and urban development, synergy between commercial applications and social behavior, synergy between the technical logic, business logic, and operational logic. So I will get to that later. And the second point, the key insight that we walk away with is the balance. We need a balance core competence of our own and the ecosystem. We need to know what core competence we need to build in-house and what we secure through partnerships, through in the community. And the third key point is pragmatic, stay pragmatic, and be ready to pivot. So that is very important because around blockchain, initially, if you look at the kitting apps, what people say of kitting apps based on blockchain, 3 years ago, 1 year ago, and today, I'm sure you will see that they're quite different. So it's not so much that the blockchain technology, the logic of blockchain technology is wrong or blockchain has progressed so far. It's more the evolution of our thinking when the technical logic encounters the boundary conditions of an industry, of a market, of a particular application domain. So with these, we take a Wanxiang blockchain community as a point of departure, and we embark on a two-pronged transformation for Wanxiang Group. So we're in the middle of that transformation now. Number one is that our industrial core, we have 65% of our revenue came from automotive components. So frankly, many of our manufacturing infrastructures are still brownfield. And how do we turn that into greenfield, industrial internet-based, data-driven, innovative manufacturing facilities? So here we see relevance to the logic, the inspiration of blockchain, a distributed data network for industrial and manufacturing transformation. And the second prong of our transformation is that the remaining 35 to 40% of our business is in our diversified portfolio, broader portfolio, in renewable energy, in financial sector. So Wanxiang Holdings, this is where the financial sector business, we have a sizable presence, the private sector company in the financial industry in China. Now, these two areas, the mothership of this transformation is the landing zone that I'm talking about today. The areas of the, at Innova City, the areas of convergence include smart manufacturing, distributed urban intelligence, you will see what that means later on, and a digital economy based on token, based on sophisticated blockchain-enabled token platform. This is our friends at Platon. And enabling technologies for this, for the mothership is a blockchain and IoT innovation. So here, IoT, I was giving a presentation about Wanxiang's progress in industrial internet. We have done a number of successful test fields with the US-based industrial internet consortium. And over there, I half-jokingly said that IoT, we have a different understanding of IoT. IoT to us is not the Internet of Things, but intelligent operating technology. So for those of you who have been in the IT media business, you probably know this tension between OT and IT. So IoT, so the truly intelligent OT that merges seamlessly with the IT innovation. Now, a deeper reflection indicate the direction, indicate our priorities that are reflected in the planning of Innova City. So we need for a successful ecosystem to be built around a core endeavor of ours. We need to first identify emerging technology of potentials. Now, that being as blockchain, IoT, edge AI. Secondly, design thinking on the new ecosystem. Design thinking is very important. So for a vibrant smart city, I think one thing that you do not see very often in the smart cities concept of the past is that there are not a lot of consideration given to the economic, given on the level of economic activity thinking or social behavior. So that is something that blockchain enables us to connect to the more narrowly defined commercial activities. Thirdly, zoom in on key nodes of the ecosystem. So platform, standards, solutions, just like what we did with the blockchain. So we need to do standards, we need to do industrial consortium, partnership, alliances, and key platform enabling technology, application domains. And the fourth one is strategic investment on key nodes. So we need to create funds like the distributed capital from risk capital to invest in early seeds of innovation in the application domain that we're interested in. And the fifth one is promote synergy among said nodes. So with accelerator, with incubator, we bridge POC to real world deployment, make sure that the teams get the right personnel, get the right technical support, get the right platform support. And the last one is then connecting the dots with these different application domains emerging and in the living lab, scaling to a certain point. While we are doing that, we develop business models to allow value exchanges associated with data flow. So this is how these are the main points of reflections that, based on which we proceed to design the Innova City. So a few words on the Innova City. This is a mega city project, city within a city, 2,700 acres, or for those in the metro system, the 8.3 square kilometers, very sizable city. So it's somewhat similar. The location is around the river bend. Does that remind you of anything? Yes, it's exactly like Wujiazui in Shanghai. Our vision is to turn this 8.3 square kilometers into the Kendall Square of China, Kendall Square in Hangzhou. Kendall Square is where MIT is located. It has the highest per capita innovation revenue and highest success rate of IPOs in biotech and information technologies. So this is our vision. Research, local research capability, science and innovation-driven industrial and residential and urban development. Now, smart city is not a new concept. So what we have done a thorough research into past examples of smart city. There are successful examples in Dubai, in Songdo, Korea, and we appreciate their achievements. In the meantime, we see the challenges that they and we eventually will be facing. The main challenges is that when you do a smart city is the physical environment, physical infrastructure combined with technology. Now, but the cities exist on a completely different temporal plane. So by that what I mean is that a city usually lasts, a major renovation of a city probably will last 40, 50 years. But technology changes every 3, 4, 5 years. So so the time frame is very different. How do you make sure that the smart city is keeping pace with the urban development itself? The top-down architecture of centralized smart city design that has been the norm that doesn't allow adaptability over time with the technological advancement. And the urban data silos, administrative difficulties, departmentalized data ownership. Unless you do a completely revamp of a top-down IT infrastructure, which is difficult to do and politically challenging, you cannot address that problem with the existing vertical IT infrastructure. And the last, diffuse interest of shareholders. How do you engage residents, visitors, with the activity of a city? So you have diffuse interest. Everybody wants to see a nice city, but with different level of focus and with different levels of commitment. How do you align these diffuse interests of people? Now, the answer is related to the reflection points that we talked about earlier. We need to thoroughly absorb the technical logic of blockchain, not just blockchain as enabling technology, but the technical logic, the distributed logic of blockchain, and apply that, integrate that to the economic logic, the token economy. So not only blockchain is not only facilitating data exchanges, but value exchanges. So that is what the token economy running on a viable platform is all about. And this is, Innova City offers a scaled testing ground for the token, kind of a micro token economy, city within a city. And the operational logic, business logic, allows us to design business model. So when you walk into a city, you understand the individual behavior of people, of residents, their needs, their taboos, and the interests of commercial entities, as well as their administrative needs, and weave all that needs into the boundary condition that we call the metro blockchain platform. Now, this is the main components, but these are not necessarily divided up by borders. So we're not venturing. The smart manufacturing, smart and eco city, and in international research innovation base that is at the heart, providing in-situ research innovation capabilities. Now we look at it from the up in the sky and on the ground perspective. In the sky, the cloud computing. How do we seize the opportunity offered by blockchain for big data and cloud rethinking? So data sovereignty is becoming a concern, and even in domestic cloud vendors are having problem getting data from industrial companies. That's one of the reasons why industrial internet is going through a slow transformation now. Now, how do you, because currently the data transfer is, you transfer the data to someone else and you basically lose your data sovereignty. The data goes with someone else. It's, the data ownership changes hand. Now, how do we maintain data sovereignty while continuing to allow data mining and analytics to harvest value? So our direction, the direction we're working on is a sort of a two cloud solution. We divide up, we divide up the cloud stacks into two layers. One is the data storage, data collection, data access, and data storage. And the higher layer is the data application. And in the middle, the data custodian offered by Platinum and the like. So, and throughout these multiple tier data infrastructure, the secure computing, privacy protected computing allows the data to be accessed without turning them into raw data, without decoding them into raw data. So you can process all the data coded. So even the data in the middleman, the trusted data custodian would not be able to have control, irrevocable control over the raw data. More elaboration of the same. Now, on the ground, so that's in the cloud. On the ground, we introduced a living lab concept, living lab for blockchain. This is where we get the POCs. Previously, we had talked about POC areas over. We agree. And to get a POC is easy, but testing that POC and scaling that POC to a viable solution is the only path to a viable business model. If you stay with a POC, there will never be a business model. So what our solution, our strategy is establishing citywide, within Innova City, citywide living lab in smart transit, smart building, smart commerce, so that allows blockchain startup teams to actually scale their solutions. And we provide, with a local data infrastructure and IoT infrastructure, we provide timely feedbacks to continue to fine-tune these solutions. So at the end of the day, what we want to see is a city that seamlessly integrates industry and city. So in the energy storage infrastructure, locally produced, locally established the infrastructure to provide a lower carbon footprint, to provide greater integration in renewable energy. The second dimension of industry-city convergence is integrated development demonstration. So the smart network vehicle, we're building a large testing ground for autonomous driving. And when the technology is tested, it will be taken to move on to different areas of the city. And the different areas of the city have different levels of control to, on the one hand, allow the cars to run on an open environment, on the other hand, with tight safety assurances. And a third example is this is Kendall Square of Kanto. So what we're going to do is integrate, leveraging the local in situ research innovation capacity and build an integrated community for entrepreneur and innovation. So I know this is probably not the best time to bring up WeWork, but WeWork adapted with the blockchain and AI, I think can still have a great future. So how do you build a residential, entrepreneurial, and commercial space that nurtures innovation from the residents, visitors, and willing partners? There are a few case studies. I will run through them very quickly. You've been listening to what we want to do, so any things that we're currently working on. One such example is inspiring on the battery life cycle. So since we're making, in the smart manufacturing side, we're making batteries, traction batteries. One of the problems with traction batteries is they're very expensive to half of your EV costs. But in 2 years, the efficiency will drop below 80%, and the range of your car on full charge is greatly reduced. So they need to be recycled, but they're expensive. So you need to find a second life for them. The way we find a second life for them is that Wanxiang will recycle these traction batteries and put them into the underground energy storage facility at Innova City to bridge the grid with the renewable energy sources. And then we, at the end of life, we again recycle them and dispose of them responsibly. Now the key thing is here you see that all these different, what you have is a number of different data silos. And the data silos are not able, we are not able to bridge unless with blockchain. So, integration, instead of aggregation, forced aggregation of data, we use blockchain. We put the distributed database, we design the distributed database running on the blockchain network, with each node being a type of data owner. The charging station, the manufacturer, the underground energy storage facility, and of course the car OEM. So smart buildings, that's another example, but the logic is similar. You use blockchain integration to, so smart buildings, we have been working with great Europe-based partners, and the challenges that they see and share with us is that they don't have, there are too many parties working on the smart building process, and then after the building is done, there's no way to keep track. So multiple party, over time, complete data cycle, sounds familiar, blockchain value proposition. So this is what we're doing now. And for the smart transit, autonomous driving, use blockchain to secure data safety assurance, trusted and secured access to vehicles, and blockchain is truly across domain synergy, private protection. So you can, we talked about this a little bit yesterday with Karma, and you can scale that up to other OEMs, other vehicles. This is what Karma's Innovation Lab is planning to do. This is the community from building to operating and to the commercial activities conducted in those communities. So again, a complete cycle of data and connectivity. Now, so that is, I hope that provides an overview of Innova City. Welcome to join us. We urge you to join us today in the ecosystem, platform computing infrastructure, and living lab at Innova City. So here the 2D barcode is the Wanxiang blockchain 2D barcode. Many of you may have already signed up, but through them you will get to Wanxiang Innova City. They're the bridgeway to all the wonderful testing grounds that we're establishing now. Thank you very much.